don't think I'm ready to film this video. Let me drink the rest of this coffee first. That's the second time I've spilled coffee on myself today. Hello beautiful people of the internet, it's me, Caitlin Marie. Anything involved in this video, let me just put a little disclaimer out there. My channel is all about positivity, happiness, and just kind of like spreading love. However, this video is not going to be the most positive, not going to be the most upbeat. So if this is the first video you're watching of me, I would say maybe don't watch this first. Or maybe watch this first and then go to any other of my videos to be positive. I don't know what I'm saying. I honestly have no idea what I'm going to title this video, but basically I'm just going to be giving y'all kind of an update of how I've been feeling for like the past year and a half. I'm going to be talking about anxiety, depression, and suicidal thoughts. So, if that triggers you at all, definitely don't watch this video. This is going to be my real, true, raw emotions. So, if you are here to leave a hate comment, just don't. Now that the disclaimer is out of the way, there is a reason why I'm posting this video on this day, and there is a reason why I am filming this video 2 weeks before. If you noticed, I am wearing the same makeup from my haul video because I am filming those 2 videos in the same day. So if you didn't go watch my haul video, you should definitely go do that too after or before you watch this video. That's why my makeup looks the same, because I am filming this the same day, and there is a reason I'm filming this the same day, and I'll get into that. So, the day that I'm posting this is December 2nd, which is a very important day in my life. A year ago today, December 2nd, 2018, I was going through a really deep time in my life. This day was kind of the first time I ever experienced real depression and like really deep depression. That day was the first and the only day I've ever had suicidal thoughts. So let me backtrack a little bit. That day I had gotten into a fight with one of my friends from high school, and it got really bad, really heated, really fast. And I remember just sitting in my room, this exact position, this exact chair, and I was just crying my eyes out, and I couldn't stop crying. I don't remember what the fight was about. I like have a sort of idea what it was about, but I don't remember exactly what it was about. And I was crying for probably like an hour until I decided to go for a drive to kind of clear my head, clear my thoughts. And I remember I stopped at an Applebee's parking lot, and I just sat in my car and I just cried for like 20 or 30 minutes maybe. And of course I was listening to Ariana because she is literally the reason for my happiness. Not the reason for my happiness, but like when I'm going through like deep shit and everything, her music just kind of puts me, like lifts me up, puts me in a better mood. So I was listening to her music obviously, and I remember the song Breathin' came on. And when it started playing, I remember I stopped crying immediately, and I just sat there and I listened, and as soon as I heard the chorus, just keep breathing and breathing and breathing, I started bawling. When I stopped crying, I was thinking of committing suicide. I wasn't going to do it, but I was just kind of in a deep place. I was just kind of thinking, like, I had just gotten into a really big fight like a couple months earlier with one of my closest friends from high school. And then that night I had gotten into a fight with another friend from high school. And people were just kind of dropping me left and right out of their life, basically. And I just sat in my car thinking, like if nobody wants me in their life, why should I want me in this life? And that was kind of just my thoughts that night. I just didn't want to be alive at all. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to breathe. I didn't want to be alive. I didn't want to exist, basically. And I was thinking that kind of the entire car ride, like the entire 30-minute car ride, and as soon as the song Breathin' came on, those thoughts kind of just stopped. I kind of backtracked and I was like, whoa, like, what am I thinking? Like, why am I having these thoughts? Why am I thinking of ending my life? Like, that's not gonna help anything. That's gonna make a lot of things worse, actually. If you know me in like real life, you know that Breathin' is one of my favorite songs from Ariana. It's probably like top 3. Probably my number 1 favorite song from her because of this reason. And that's why I have this tattoo. Just keep breathing. Ariana's lyrics, obviously. I wanted to get a tattoo of that song just to remind myself anytime I'm going through anything like deep, emotional, depressing, sad, whatever I'm going through, I just wanted something on my body to look at to kind of remind me to, hey, just keep breathing. Everything's gonna be fine. Just take a deep breath, take some slow breaths, and just think. Just rethink everything. So that's why I'm posting this video on this day. And the reason I'm filming this 2 weeks before I post it was because I was kind of going through the same thing about a week ago. A week ago from today, I got in a fight again with the 2 people that I got in a fight from last year. Me and these 2 friends have been friends since like my junior year of high school, and we have our fair share of fights and everything, but those 2 fights last year were really, really big and traumatic for all of us. But we took some time apart from each other, and a couple months later we came back, talked it over, apologized and whatnot. But a week ago, the same thing happened. We all got in a fight, and it was kind of really taking a toll on my mental health. I had not the same suicidal thoughts, but I was in really, 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 really bad depression. And like 3 days ago, I was extremely depressed. I was at work, and all I wanted to do was just sit and cry. I was holding back tears all night at work, and kind of the same thoughts. I just didn't want to be there. Like, it's not that I didn't want to be alive, it's just I didn't want to be there. Like, I didn't want to physically be there, I didn't want to mentally be there, I just didn't want to be there, if that made sense at all. So, if you watched my haul, you're probably thinking that I looked happy and positive in that video, and that's not a lie. I was happy and positive in that video. I was laughing, giggling, I was upbeat, I was making jokes. That's not a lie. Those were my emotions, and still are my emotions. Like, I kind of want to be, like, silly right now, but this is a serious video. I need to take myself seriously, so I am doing so much better today. I kind of just, like, took a step back and, like, did things that made me happy, which included YouTube, of course, because YouTube literally makes me the most happiest in this world. I sat in my room watching YouTube until like 4 a.m. I kind of distanced myself from my phone and like friends Saturday night, so I didn't really like talk to anybody, which isn't necessarily like a bad thing. When I usually go through like my depressive When I usually go through my depressive moods, I kind of distance myself from people, only because I don't want to bring their mood down, which kind of sounds really, really bad. And I know a lot of people would be like, no, like, talk to me, what's going on? But my thinking is just kind of easier for me to distance myself from everybody for like a couple hours, maybe a couple of days. It usually doesn't last more like 4 or 5 days. So after a couple of days, I'm like completely fine, my normal self again. So it's not like I have deep depression or anything that lasts like weeks or months or years. But it's just like every once in a while, I'll go through those depressive moods where I'm just like nobody wants me in their life. I'm just a burden in everybody's life. Like, I just feel like everybody's fake to me. And that's totally not the truth. Like, I know a lot of people actually want me in their life. Not to like toot my own horn or anything, but like, I'm a good person to be around. So, I know that. It's not like I don't know that, but it's just like, in that certain point in time, it's like, I just feel like the loneliest person on the earth, and I'm pretty sure everybody with depression goes through that same thing too. I'm not really a serious person half the time. Like, I'm usually goofy and laughing and everything, so it's really hard for me to be serious. So if it seems like I'm laughing, I'm not like faking it or like trying to be trendy. It's just, I'm doing a lot better right now. Like, I'm really, really, really happy, and it's kind of hard for me to be serious when I'm happy, so yeah. I just want to talk about like kind of just how I've been feeling for like the past year and everything, because I know it's been a year since I've had those suicidal thoughts, so I just kind of wanted to reflect on where I'm at right now mentally and emotionally. The beginning of this year was kind of like emotionally and mentally draining for me in a way. There was just a lot of things that went on, like family things, things with my ex-boyfriend, friend things, just a lot of things that drained me emotionally and mentally. So the beginning of this year was like, it was kind of up and down, like a roller coaster basically. There was some family things that happened that I'm not going to go into full detail of, because like privacy reasons, and I just don't feel comfortable talking about it. But something happened with a family member, and it made me very alert and very upset. I don't know how to describe this. It was a hard time for my family. It was just a very emotional time, and basically I just kind of like took my family for granted. I didn't really like deal with these emotions very well. I didn't talk about it with anybody when it was happening, so I kind of did some things that I shouldn't have done because I was suppressing these emotions. Basically, I was drinking to kind of suppress these emotions, which is really, 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 really bad, especially because I'm underage. I was and still am. I would kind of go out drinking with my coworkers to kind of forget what was going on with my family and just kind of have a feel-good moment. But what would happen is I would drink way too much. I didn't know my limits at the time. So I would drink way too much and I would end up getting sick. And it was just a really, really, really bad cycle. I would do that every weekend for like a month or two, just to kind of suppress those emotions and just not think about everything that was going on in my life at the time. And I'm proud to say that I quit. I didn't like quit drinking, but I quit drinking to suppress my emotions, which I'm very proud of myself of, because it was a very, at the time, I didn't know that's what I was doing. I just thought, I was like, hey, you know what, let me go out with my coworkers, let me have a drink or two, let me have some fun. But it was because I was suppressing my emotions. So yeah, so that wasn't good, but I'm very proud to say that I'm not doing that anymore. Later in the year, I want to say probably around like April, like March, April, I was kind of in like a depressive state for those 2 months. For like the whole 2 months straight. It wasn't just like a day or two that I was depressed. It was the whole month that I was going through like this depressive state. Basically, I just felt that everybody in my life was fake to me. I just felt that like whenever somebody came in contact with me, I just felt like they weren't really trying to get in contact with me. They were just talking to me because they had to or whatever. I don't know how to explain this. But basically, I just felt that anybody who talked to me or hung out with me wasn't really talking to me, wasn't really hanging out with me for the right reasons. And I distanced myself from a lot of people during this time. And I really wish I hadn't. I really wish I just talked to somebody, even just like one person about it, because I feel like it would have really, really, really helped me in the long run. Even now, like, somehow I talk about my feelings now, and it really does help me. So if you get anything out of this video, I want you to know that talking really does help. Talking to one person, talking to 2 people, talking to 50 people, talking to your mom, your dad, your brother, your aunt, your uncle, a cousin, a friend, a counselor from school, talking to anybody, it helps. Talking to a therapist. Whoever you need to talk to, however you need to talk to them, it does help. I don't even think I got into like the anxiety part of this video, but basically I've suffered from anxiety kind of, not my whole life. I feel like I developed anxiety in like the middle of like my middle school years. I have suffered from anxiety from a pretty long time, but not my entire life. And basically it's just like social anxiety. Like, I hate being around new people. I hate being around a lot of people. I hate changes. I hate new situations. So anxiety has taken a toll on me this year. It's gotten a little bit easier to cope with it than it was last year, but it still does affect me a lot. Like, I hate going anywhere by myself. I get extreme anxiety. I've canceled plans with so many people so many times because I just don't like being around new people, and I don't like being around a lot of people, especially if it's people that I don't know. So I will, like, sometimes I'll make plans and then cancel them, just be like, oh, well, I'm sleepy, like, I want to go home and sleep, like, I've worked so long. But it's really just because I have anxiety, and I don't know, I haven't really, like, talked to anybody about my anxiety. I do talk about it on my Snapchat and Instagram sometimes, but I haven't, like, I don't know, fully came out and silent. The video that I posted last year, my 2018 review, basically. I think it was titled Why 2018 Sucked or whatever. But that video, I know I talked a little bit about my anxiety. And again, I'll talk about it a lot more in my 2019 review video. But yeah, I'm kind of getting really like jumbled brains. So I think I'm gonna stop the video there. If I have any more thoughts while I'm editing, of course I'll put them in here somewhere, because I literally cannot get my thoughts out right now. Like, I've had too much coffee today and I just can't think. Like, I'm so scatterbrained, and this video has already been going on forever. I know it's gonna take me forever to edit this video, but yeah. Before I end this video, I do want to say a couple things. If you or someone you know suffers from anxiety and depression, do not be afraid to reach out to me at all. I love talking to you guys so incredibly much. And if I could help you guys with your anxiety and depression, that would make me, I feel like that would make me feel a lot better. Just kind of like having a back and forth discussion about like what we're going through. So if you want to reach out to me, my socials are all linked down below. Do not be afraid to reach out to me. You don't even have to like tell me everything. If you literally just want to be like, hey, I'm sad, tell me you love me, give me a hug, I will literally do that for you. But just a quick little note, if you or somebody you know suffers from anxiety or depression, just know, just keep breathing. It will get better, I promise. Just give it some time. Do anything you need to do to make yourself feel better, whether that's cutting people out of your life, listening to one song on repeat for 36 hours, it's doing a hobby you like, shopping, talking to friends, whatever helps you make you feel better, do it. Whatever you need to do, do it. I love you. You are so incredibly strong, and I know you can get through whatever you're going through. You are not alone in this situation. Trust me. I know it may seem like it, but there's so many other people that know exactly what you're going through, or even just a little bit. So don't be afraid to reach out. But yeah, if you made it through to the end of this video, I love you so incredibly much. I wish I could come through this camera and give you a freaking hug, because I love you so much. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I know this was an extremely personal video, and I'm kind of scared to put it out there, so be nice to me in the comments, please. I don't want to stop talking. I want to talk to you guys forever. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you more than you ever freaking know. Make sure to give this video a like if you liked it. Don't forget to hit subscribe and click the bell so you never miss when I post. Make sure to always stay grateful, thankful, and positive, and I will see you guys next Monday. Bye, guys.